Hey, my friends, Jerry Handy Sr. here, jerryhandy.com. And how are you doing? Emphasis on the you. It's one thing I've been thinking about here lately is, and I actually thought about something that one of my mentors said here just a few days ago, maybe been a few weeks ago, when he was discussing something about one of the clients that he brought on board. And the thing that I remember so vividly about that conversation was, I should say the comment that he made was that I can't be successful for you. He said, all I can do is present the opportunity, present the system, present the tools, present the training, bring my assistance, my coaching, my mentoring, as part of the package. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to make it happen. You have so many opportunities that are out there. There's so many things that we can get involved in. And sometimes we think there's so many things on the outside that's going to make us successful. And I've said this over and over again. It's going to be you. That's why it says the emphasis is on you. You make it happen. These videos are not made by themselves, right? I know that's kind of a no-brainer kind of question, but sometimes it has to be so, I'm not going to say dumbed down to the point to where you understand that none of these things happen. You can see so many successful people after successful people after successful people, okay? And if you trace it down, you look back through the roots and just try to figure out exactly how they got to where they were. And it's because they put in the hard work, the things that some people are just not willing to do, and that's one of the very reasons why so many people just settle for a job. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with having a job. I have a job personally myself, okay? So there's nothing wrong with having a job, okay? But the thing is that you can't let the job have you, okay? I was listening to a webinar here on last night, I think it was, and then one of the guys there is an 8-figure earner was talking about how he had to unplug from the grid, or actually unplug from the system. Right? There's so many people that go through the routine. You learn this, you grew up with it, you go to school, you get an education, you get a degree, you go get a job, you work for 40 years. All these things that have been ingrained inside of you for years. That's just the system. That's what's taught. Save for your kids' college. So when they get up to age, high school age and graduate, you have the college funds where they can go out and get a degree and go and get a job and work for somebody for 40 years and get a gold ring or gold watch or whatever, or a clock at the end of that 40 years, okay? That's embedded in you. So that's all you know. But when someone says, okay, break outside the mold, jump the fence, get out of the herd, swim upstream, don't go, with the crowd, straight and narrow path, don't travel down the broad path, right? When people start saying these types of things, then we start wondering, well, nobody else is doing that. Why should I do that? Well, that's the difference between you and them. That's the difference between an entrepreneur and someone who wants to continue the cycle. And some people call it the hamster wheel cycle. You know what I'm saying? It never ends. The hamster never gets to where he's trying to get to. They're going in circles, right? All right. So that's one thing you got to think about. When you are doing your business, you have to make it happen. You have to step out there and do the things that you don't feel comfortable doing, right? Because at one point in your life, in the hopefully not so distant future, you'll see the results of what it is that you're sacrificing, the things that you're doing to make it happen for you. Right? I say this as an encouragement to you because I see so many people, that join different programs, and I have actually a couple that I'm a part of. But so many people join so many different programs and they get excited when they come in because they've heard all the success stories. But when they get there, they run into themselves and they realize, this is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. No, it's not easy. It's not easy. Being free and being financially independent and traveling the world and living wherever you want to live. If you want to have a house on the East Coast and West Coast, if you want to, go south during the summer, during the winter time, if you're on the East Coast where it's cold, or Northeast, should I say, where it's cold, then you can do that because you made the necessary sacrifices. See, but people that don't make sacrifices, people that don't get outside their comfort zones, they stay where they are. And they sit and they complain, they gripe and they moan and they just do all these things that is not going to get them where they're trying to get. All right. So I just want to lay that on you today. Just give you something to think about. The guys, at the end of the day, man, it's going to be you that makes it happen. It's going to be you that steps outside of your comfort zone. It's going to be you that makes a blog post, make the video, make the article that's going to communicate with the prospect. It's going to be you. So don't look for nobody else. Look at yourself, because I say this to every single person. You have God-given abilities and talents that are inside of you, that He put inside of you, and you can do anything that you believe that you can do. That's the last word I can say to you today. God bless you guys. This is Jerry Handy Sr., jerryhandy.com. Always leave us a comment, like, or share. We really appreciate it. God bless you. Till next time. Take care.